Hey, I'm Kev. Welcome back to MotoGP 19. Has Kev Stone's now in the big leagues. He's on the Grand Prix motorcycling calendar circuit. And that means it gets really extreme now. As we head to Qatar for the first round of the season. And with it being now the usual qualifying format for Moto2, Moto3 and MotoGP now, where we've got 2 qualifying sessions. As you can see, we've got 4 practice sessions in total as well. So the top 10 riders go directly through to the second qualifying session, skipping the first qualifying session. And you can see doing their best times during the first 3 practice sessions. So should we ignore Friday, like we have been doing? We just have Saturday and Sunday. So let's try and do our best in 3 practice 3 to be in the top 10. So with us being in the big leagues now, we have got some development to do. We've got a distance analysis, race simulation and quick lap simulation. So firstly, distance analysis. We've got the beta time of 2:15.050 over 2 laps. As we have during this test, we've got to complete that within a time limit, saying it's close to the ideal racing trajectory. This type of test is used for the team engineers to collect data on the bend distance. So let's mount the recommended tyres and go to track.
The mechanics are taking the bike out of the pit and the rider is ready to get on. Let's see if some interesting information comes from the configuration chosen for the next lap.
So here we are then in the Sao International Circuit. Look at this dash as well. How 21st century is that? So let's try and beat these lap times then. We'll stay on the ideal line as once again riders are coming out. When we come out, always love that. Especially if we mess up on this first lap, which you are at the moment. My god, look at that track affinity. Going way down after the first corner. That's why I hate these things. Because we've got to follow... It probably is the ideal racing line. But I have my own racing lines, which I follow. Which I find much easier and quicker. I think the biggest test of all, actually, apart from the track finish, is actually getting at that time, because we are not on a fast bike. And I'm admittedly not the quickest person at this, as where's the bike going? It always goes in that left hairpin. It's done it again. Oh, he's done it into the right as well, using lots of rear braking to try and get the bike back on track. Oh my god, it's not liking this, trying to get back onto the racing line. And then we've got a buddy with us as well, which I do not like the hit sound of. We get hard on the power. So yeah, the 250 might be the hardest thing to achieve, rather than getting the maximum track affinity. I know, saying that, this has been a wretched lap. Now we've got someone right in our tail. So there goes the Straya Galizia. Or not. Yeah, just sit in the middle of the corner. Why don't you? You get back here. No, he doesn't even try to brake into the final corner. Gets all the anchors into the ground. I don't know what he's doing. He's going all... What is the shakes? Trying to shake us off, is he? 2:16.7. It should be quicker, but again, look at what we've got in front of us. So at least we've got a proper guide in front rather than these trajectories, which they have in the F1 games as well. Not the biggest fan of this test, to be honest. If I fail it, I don't really care what I want to do. Let's get close to the lap time. That's the more pressing issue. Seeing if we've actually got that time this test. Where's the bike going again? Like, I have made setup changes. It's not the default setup. Like, I've turned off all the engine brake and anti-wheelie, everything. 2:12.4. That's the lap times we've got the aim for. My god. Not going to be able to do it on this thing. It's heading more north than the poles. Are we going to be meeting polar bears soon going around some of these corners? I don't get how track affinity is so poor on some of these corners. Like, it's not rising immediately. Like, I swear we're riding the line there. So go 2.4 back. This is going to be close that time wise. So we keep going in too early into these corners. That's one thing I'm noticing already. I've gone to the extremes on the suspension, which I normally do. So we've got a bike that goes into the corner as well, but on the exit in the second half of the corner, it is just running rampant. And we are not going to achieve the lap time. Told you, that's the biggest issue for us. We're a second slower. I know, it's still saying 1 of 2. Why is that? Can we just keep trying this until we achieve it? Like, I don't understand what's happening. I thought we had 2 laps to achieve this. Is it still measuring track affinity as well? So I'm not sure what's going on. So apparently that's our fastest first set. That shows how poor we've been. So we could achieve the maximum affinity on that turn, but we had a person on the line, so we couldn't. And they've had to go a bit wide because you hear them diving down our inside as well. And again, offline because we have to make a move. And so on. And now they've hit us. Thanks for that. And they're diving down our inside. Get out of the way! Where's the beep in the horn action? That's Booth Amos at the 211 flat. What's he loving it out there. Oh, where's the bike going, that first right-hander? My god. I say it's nice having a proper indication of what gear I'm in. Didn't really have that on the KTM Red Bull Rookies Cup. So do you just keep going round to achieve this target? So not got full track affinity. There's going to be like a 2:16.17 probably. No, 2:15.8. We're getting better. He's going nicely on the power. Oh my god, where's the bike going? Oh, that's the ideal line I wanted to take, but again, it's just very tight, that line. That we should be riding on, apparently. So, go much better first sector. As well, hello. Doesn't like that braking. You get on the power. Very hard. It's not really liking the engine braking. Again, braking is a bit longer, the zones. In this edition, maybe it's just having to get used to it. Once again, just missing out on that affinity. Yeah, I have no idea what's really going on here. Apparently, you have more than 2 laps. Or do we have to achieve it on 2 laps? Is that what the goal is? So 3 seconds back. This could be one of those laps. It's all a bit wide. Got 1 corner to go. This is looking good lap time wise. It's going to be a 2:14. We've done it, apparently. So I'm not really sure what happened there. We achieved low track affinity. We didn't get high track affinity. So we've got 5 development points. But number of laps was not 2. You saw that. That was a bit more than 2. So I'm a bit confused by that one. Anyway, race simulation. So we've got to do 3 valid laps, 5 valid laps out of 5 laps. Time threshold 2:14.1. When we're asked to perform a long run within a certain time limit per lap, this type of test is a simulation of the race and is useful for collecting data on the race pace and on tyre wear. I actually need my medium tyres. We've only got 3 choices of medium tyres. I've already used up 1. I'm not going to use up another one. How about quick lap time? 2:12.8 we've got to beat. During the test, you are asked to complete a lap within a time limit to verify the maximum performance of your prototype on track. This type of test is used for engineers to collect data for the qualifying sessions. Well, we are in free practice 3, so we might as well mount the recommended tyres. Let's change the tyres, because let's look at the tyre compound recommendation. So we've got 4 softs, 3 mediums, 2 hards. In races, because we've got 50%, I'm probably going to go with hards on the rear, mediums on the front. Maybe softs on the front on certain tracks, maybe mediums on the rear on certain tracks, but that's what we're kind of going for. But you can see, you definitely got the soft tyres on the front and on the rear. As you can see, got 3 hards on the rear, so we've got extra hards. So might use that for the race practice, but then again, we've got to get a 2:14.1. What the hell? Anyway, let's give this a go then. So we go then. 2:12, isn't it? We've got to beat 2:12.8. Very slow into the first corner. That's a absolutely abysmal start. You can see, that's our line. We like to go a bit wider in that second corner. You can see already 8 tenths down. It's not a good start. Let's get out of the way. We've got soft tyres, we've got grip for once. You want to feel what it's like. Again, see a bit wide on that right hander as well. Very weird, the feedback through the controller. You're feeling nothing apart from when you're over the limit on the brakes, really. Not even feeling it over the curves. No, I'm all over the place, don't really feel it at all. That's horrendously wide. I mean, on track. Horrendously on track. God, that's been a poor lap. That's a 2:13, that, I think. Because here comes the 212. Missed it, yeah, second slower. That's bet into the first corner. Bit wide in the second, but again, we're nicely on power early. Got a bite nicely picked up. There should be a much better first sector. There we go, 4/10. It's weird, that corner. There's bumps going in. Again, you don't really feel that. So you expect the bike to just push wide, but if you brake kind of over them, the bike seems to like nestle into the corner. It's weird. No, this was a good lap till that corner. Screw you, right hand kink. Like, we actually had a chance of doing it till that corner, and then we've lost quite a few tenths. Oh my god, we butchered these corners as well. Personal best, but we've lost a second in that sector, and most of that is through stupid mistakes. My god. You see, really trying to open up the corners, but just pushed way too hard in that last sector. Barely an improvement. And we can do it. We lost over half a second through stupid mistakes. Let's see if we can do it this lap. Once again, giving ourselves 3 laps to do. Let's, whoa, the curb again. Wanted to bite us in the arse. Where's the bike going? Through there. Much better run on the exit. So once again, Rio wants to escape. We're not too much slow on this attempt. And this is the sector where we messed it up. So we already got into that right-hander much better. And through that left-hander as well. We can feel the tense coming back. Much better through the first fast right. And the second as well. There we go, 1.1 back. Again, using all the curbing. Oh, come on, this should be the lap. Oh, he didn't actually screw up in a couple of corners. There we go, 212.1.
He's back in the pit. The team look impatient to hear his remarks about his latest lap. I wouldn't rule out some changes to the setup.
So we passed the time objective and improved as well, so we got 10 development points for that. Now we can try the race simulation, but then this episode will probably be like 2 hours long or something. So I'll leave that for next time for Argentina when we have much more realistic time to chase, I feel, as well. Like 2:14.1. Not sure. Plus, it saves tyres for the race as well. As I said, I really want to save some mediums for the race. But let's head to qualifying then. Hopefully, we've made it in the top 10 in this session. We have. There we are in 8th in our first session in Moto3. Not bad, but unusual look in top 3. Garcia, Booth, Amos, and Canet. Binder, Fanati, Masia, Del Porte, Antonelli, Ramirez, your top 10. Then we've got Arenas, Tuba, Rodrigo, Foggia, Alonso Lopez, Sasaki. There's a teammate in 16th. Got Suzuki around at the top 20. Masaki. McPhee in 22nd. My God. And there's your last Moto3 winner, down in 25th. And Salak, the Red Bull Rookies Cup legend in MotoGP 18 in last. So combined 3 practice sessions. Remember, it counts the first 2 as well. You can see he didn't set a time, but current means we are top 10 overall, along with Rodrigo. It's like Masia, Fanati, Antonelli, Binder, Canet, Della Porta, Booth, Amos, and Garcia right at the top. So we're 1.5 seconds off the pace in qualifying trim. When they perhaps weren't doing qualifying trim, that's not good looking for the race. So you got Ramirez, Foggia, Renas, Tuba. I was top 14, okay. Then Lopez in 15th. McPhee down in 25th. Where's Sasaki? Oh, just misses out in 17th by half a second to his fellow countryman. That's a bit disappointing. Has Ricardo Rossi in last. So here it is, CNC pre-qualifying Q1. And then Q2, if we scroll down. So you've got Mino in there as well. Suzuki, Raul Fernandez, Antonio Arbolino joining us. So here we go then, one-shot qualifying. I think I've shown you enough attempts at qualifying that. But let's see if we can repeat that 2-12, because at the moment that would be quickest. They're going nice and smooth on the power. There you go, letting the bike rotate a bit more during the corner. Now we have adjusted some more things on the bike. We adjusted a bit of the rake or the trail on the bike as well. Trying to get some more turning. Seems to be working so far, like the bike feels a bit better. Go over those bumps. God, such a difficult corner to judge this right-hander. Goes slightly wide. Apparently we're 7/10 down. And we've got a rider in the way. Come on. Just because he didn't join your team. We're not going to be in the 2-12s. I might as well go again. So I better qualify that. But our qualifying objective for the team is to be in the top 20. Well, we definitely achieved that. So 1.2 down. Lost half a second thanks to that traffic. Should we go for a clean qualifying lap in the second lap? No, we would have lost a bit of grip. Might have lost their tyres at their shiniest. We also got them fully up the temperature now. Plus we're up the temperature as well. We've had a reconnaissance lap, shall we say. Plus we've still got some time on the clock. They do a 2:13.4, that's not good. Not good at all. Using a bit of the rear brake there. I keep forgetting to do that in qualifying trim because we're not using these tyres for the race. We might as well go All out gangbusters on the brakes. So right there with Rodrigo, that's more like it. You can see pushing it a bit more. That's what we like to see from the bike. Telling us we're pushing it to the limit. That's what we want. Don't want to be underriding this thing. Mercia now at the top. Going nicely at the apex. Got a bit of a toe here as well, hopefully for the quick white so we can get by. Well, we can muscle away bite. Like we're qualifying it. We're in a hurry. So 8/10 down to Booth Amos for a 2:11.4. So actually with our practice pace, we're just that much slower though. As he runs towards the line. If I get a top 10, I'll be happy with that. Let's go see over 2:10.6. We're not matching that. We're not matching practice 2:12.6. A couple seconds off the pace. As you can see, we achieved the qualifying objective top 20. We kind of did that already. We're making it to Q2. But look at this third row. I would take that with Garcia, the Booth Amos and Messia. You got Kenneth, Binder and Rodrigo. Penalty Arenas and Stone. Standout qualifying from the Andorran ahead of Tuba, Foggia and Raul Rodriguez. Or Fernandez, should I say. How do I get Rodriguez out there? And then we've got Mino, Borgia and Suzuki. Then Ramirez, Antonelli and Arbolino. So let's go through this, look at everyone's tyres. Soft front for Booth Amos. So we've gone for medium hard. Of course, our soft rears as well. For Fernandez? What's with the soft rears? I don't understand that. You're one of these mediums, weren't you? Soft for Sasaki. What are you doing, teammate? Soft for McPhee on the rear? So many riders going for soft rear tyres. What the hell? So we are revving up then in first. Let's get underway for 9 laps here in Qatar. And a great start. We've actually made up positions on the start. What the hell? As we approach the first corner. Oh, we've got someone down our inside. Kind of braked a bit too late as well. Thanks to that attention. Kind of scared ourselves in the braking time. We're up to 7th. That's almost into the back of the leopard. We go very wide. Shevchenko's in last now. Binder up to 40 ahead of Ramirez. Battling with Garcia, the free practice king, qualifying king. We're battling with the veteran Fanati, looking to rebuild his career as well. Up into 7th. Got Ramirez and Suzuki. Ahead as Rodrigo back for the top 5 now with Fanati. Let's see if we can close up. Going for a battle with our teammate. I'll say it in 10th, batting with Tuba as we're ahead of Binder. Got Arenas in 7th. It's nice into that apex. Oh, look at this acceleration. What is Arenas doing with his bike? Not accelerating, it doesn't seem like. As well, hello Garcia. Absolutely mega move by the Spaniards. Like, I'm not complaining about that one. You want to stuff it in there at that speed and make it stick. Tip my hat to you. Looks like Tuba struggling, is it in front? Bit wide in the final corner as it's got a bit of the shakes going on in front. But we're in 8th. We'll take that. As it's Bufamos, Mazia, Canet, Della Porta, Fanati. We're behind Rodrigo actually. Got Binder and Tuba behind. Mino battling for a point with Suzuki. Didn't expect to be saying that about the Italian. One of the veterans in the class now. That's Rossi ahead of Perez. Perez ahead of Foggia. Stone ahead of Rodrigo. Ooh, the Argentino rider's like, no, not on this occasion. So what do you look at that distance to the top 5 as well? Where are you going? There's all Foggia down. It's probably a good thing that we ran right in. As unfortunately, I think Tuba got collected by the Italian. We've got Binder in 9th. Looking down the inside, Rodrigo, not quite. It's a long race, hard race. Sasaki and Suzuki about then. That's when we get confused. And as we finally steamroller past Rodrigo up into 7th. You hear very hesitant on the throttle there, just trying to be as smooth as we can. That's almost 5 seconds behind the top 6. What the hell? I knew they were quicker than us, but be that much ahead under 2 laps. Especially Garcia overtook us. That's a bit scary. There's Tuba and Sasaki battling over 16th. 2:10.8. What are we doing? 2:13s? 14s? 2:14.7. 5 seconds slower? Rodrigo and Binder battle like a hell. That Masia battling over 2nd. Once again breaking way too early into the 2nd corner. That's our race, staying ahead of Binder, I think. Like the KTM man, very quick, like his brother. There's Tuba on the comeback try up ahead of Foggia now. So that had been run enormously wide. So lucky up to 16th ahead of Mino. Anthony up to 11th ahead of Ramirez. I think Binder tried the move again. It's Garcia up to 3rd at Masia. Alright from the Spaniard after dropping Ackert from the start. Hey, McPhee up to 25th. Oh, not. We celebrate for a sec. Try and settle into our rhythm. God, this thing really not liking the curves, is it? It's gonna say up to 2nd El Canet now. Very famous with a lead. What? That's all, we dip into 2:13s. 8.3 seconds slower. Or behind, shall we say. The top 6. Go on, we're struggling to get on the power already out of that first corner. I think that's just because we're drifting wide though. Again, braking way too early for the second corner. That's where we're losing a couple tenths per lap. Sasaki into the points to the Lopez. Lopez, what you doing, mate? Don't battle him. Binder with another dive. Once again, give it to him. And a good battle here with Binder. Even though we're abysmally slow. Oh, I should not have used the rear brake to drag that bike into that corner. No, I used to use it a bit later. So we were 7 tenths ahead. Get the feeling that's eroded now. Every time out of that left-hander, I expect the rear to kick out at us. Oh, it's just smooth as butter. Don't understand. It's all very slow there. Oh my god, get in towards an apex, why don't you? No, I said an apex. Not the lights. I know they sound very similar, bike. It's confusing. Look at all the lights around here. Absolute madness. See what to them ahead Arenas. I get the feeling a train's falling behind us as Delaport ahead of Fanati. Arenas ahead of Tuba. We're just cruising our 214s. Or 215-1. Oh my god, that's back marker pace. We deserve to be overtaken for that kind of pace. There you go, ride the bike a bit more into the corner, that's better. Still braked early. So going by the white lines, if you're not noticing by the side of the track, that's where we're braking. Because they often indicate like 100, 200 metres. As though the rear didn't want to brake there. And so they are pulling away a bit from Binder. Or were. So like that's 100 metres. Obviously not good enough. So Lopez dropping down. Does that mean Sasaki's in the points? So 1.3 ahead of Binder. See, this is when the tyres should be good for us now. And when the softs start to feel a bit second hand as well for all those riders. Such as McPhee. Seriously, softs on the rears. Why would you do that to you? So 12.9 back. In a comfortable rhythm now as well. On this lap at least. Shouldn't hopefully be another 215. And I look at them, they're like straight ahead of us. Halfway through a race. We've got some work to do. We're going to be scoring top 5 podiums. 2:13.6. Yeah, I've got to let the front slide there as well, otherwise could be in a world of pain. Because then it could, if I put on the brakes a bit too much, it could tuck underneath. Definitely don't want that to happen. Well, it's not lighting all these curbage, does it? Bike a bit too stiff for that. God, we've got to get down to first gear. Bike still doesn't want to get into the corners. Oh, Bologna, no! Head of Sasaki for the final point. At least one of our teammates is battling for a point. McPhee. Seriously, Milestone have done him dirty, McPhee. It was like, if I was McPhee hopping into us, I'd be like, yo, Milestone, what are you doing to me? It's like basketball players when they play 2K occasionally or FIFA for footballers. Be like, what are you doing to us? Or Madden as well. With NFL, MLB, with the show series, PlayStation, like all these sports games. Cricket 19 now, snooker 19. It's been handball, lacrosse, you name it. A sport's probably had their own licensed game of it. Now they're so far ahead, they don't even bother to keep the leaderboard up now. We've got 3 laps to go, 2:14, we're all over the pace still, consistency wise. Santana ahead of Arenas. I can hear Binder close to us in the first corner, but after that, not as close to South African. So lots of curb there. There we go, finally got the bike into the corner. Again, I'm still getting used to this view as well. Like, I can guarantee I'll be much better in the view I've normally been using, but can't resist this challenge. It definitely is fun as well, having this different perspective. Not when you're going over curbs though. Bike really does kick out. So on tube battling with Vietti, the Italian, for 23rd. There we got the pronunciation in the end. As well, hello bike. So we tried to move and always break in a straight line. That's what they always tell you. We did not break in a straight line there. So Massia dropping back. No, Canet, Finati, Della Porta, they're having fun, aren't they, for 4th? So on the penultimate lap of the race, now the thing about my alternate lines is actually marbles. So you're seeing the bike shake all over the place when we go offline. That's what they are. As hello Binder. As well, hello Binder. So we'll brake a bit too late into that corner. Had to take very tight defensive line there. And now Tuber's involved. Oh no. Here come the gang. With a lap and a half to go. But tyres still feel like $1 million. That's the good thing. That's Mina up to 18th ahead of Kornfeld. Oh, he's on us tail. Could he make a move into the right? No, he doesn't. He doesn't. Just stay ahead. Oh, so here he comes. Elbow to elbow. And so we've gone a bit wide. No, Binder's finally through. Oh, and Tuba's snuck by. No. What are you doing here, Tuba? We're having a private battle here. As Binder... Yeah, you shake your arse at us, you bastard. As we go on to the final lap. We thought we were just cruising. But now we got war breaking out. That's why Tuba into Binder. What is the Japanese rider doing? I mean, he's made the move on us. But man, he tried to take out the South African there. There's no, we've got to try and catch up the Binder. So got it back on Tuba. Or do we? Oh, we're really getting into the Japanese rider. He's event the inside. Half a lap to go. There's Binder just getting away from us. He's played us a fool this race. 1.5 ahead. Where has he been keeping this pace in the locker? As he just got fast rights. A couple corners to go. It's all a bit wide. Bit slow. Get back here, Binder. As Booth Amos wins. As everyone predicted. Well done to the Brit. As we're going to score points on our debut in Moto3, but Dale Binder, we'll be seeing you afterwards. Absolutely tricked us. As the Brit wins by 3.4 seconds ahead of Garcia. Della Porta winning that titanic battle for third in the end ahead of Messia, Benati and Canet. Binder 2 seconds ahead of us in the end, but a 12.6 out of his arse. Well, we did a 13.6. Man, we are dreadfully slow, but we finished in 8th. We grabbed the top 10. We'll take that. Tuba in 9th. I thought we had a chain behind us, but look at that. We had like 10-second gap to Rodrigo around out the top 10, and then 20-second gap in front. So got some work to do. You got Ramirez ahead of Antonelli, Arenas, Foggia, Sasaki. Legend grabbing the final point ahead of Arbolino by 18 thousandths of a second. Mighty close. And Lopez, Mino, Kornfeld, the veteran, down in 19th. Fernandez, Suzuki, Murasaki. Got all these Japanese names, very confusing. Don't say them too quickly. McPhee in 25th, Rossi in last. So the Riders' Championship, in case you've forgotten the points, 25, 20, 16 for the top 3, 13, then 11 for 5th, and then down in point increments all the way down to 15th. Look at that for Sasaki. As the Team Championship, Green Power lead the way because they're ridiculous. Then Leopard, Stray Galizia, Capital Dubai, and Snikers. There's Petronas in 7th, head of Honda Team Asia. Remember when that was our other choice? Ahead of that at the moment. And you've got Sky Racing Team VR46 down in 12th. There's 4 teams yet to score. So we smashed it in qualifying, smashed it in the race, even smashed a couple of riders as well. We made it to the finish. And our contract status, we're getting away from dismissal. That's always good. As we failed a couple of the tests, didn't try the race simulation, but we had a quick lap simulation. We did well on that. And it doesn't cost us too much, really, does it, in development points? Like, we got half of them at least. So let's see what we can do, as that's rather abrupt. What the hell's going on here with all the changes? Let's find out what else happened. So in MotoGP, Marcus, of course, won ahead of Rins and Rossi. In Moto2, Nick Shawata so happy, winning once again. So let's look at research and development then. This is something I'm going to be looking at a lot. So, engine or frame? Engine. Engineers suggest optimizing airbox flows to decrease the turbulence generated in the chamber. Thanks to a dynamic intake, the system will work in pressure mode, generating cleaner air for the engine, improved combustion, relative torque, maximum power via use. So you can do that. Or we can improve the torsional rigidity. This intervention aims to improve the frame's torsional rigidity, discharging the power generated by the engine into the ground without losing it when changing direction. Should we go for that? Improve the frame? There we go. This side of the event much more streamlined as well. I remember you had all those options in 18, but you've only got frame and engine. Maybe that opens up again when you got the classes. Like, we won't have engine for Moto2, but you might have, say, like suspension or brakes to improve maybe. There we go. We've increased the performance slightly. We're now at like 2/3 distance. Though we never have the best bike, as you can see, with the max, but it could be right up there. Rideability, it's damn good already. So next time we head to Argentina, Tomás de Rio Hondo circuit. As the Red Bull Rookies Cup champion had a solid debut in Moto3. This can be a bit better in South America, maybe even push the top 5. Probably asking a bit too much, aren't I? But thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.